Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Senegal Day. We are here gathered to celebrate our dear land, our dear nation, the country of Senegal. I would like to ask everybody to be seated, and we will ask our kora player, Mr. Baboulaye Sissoko, to play one of his great songs or tunes for us before we invite our other guests. Donc nous allons demander à Monsieur Baboulaye Sissoko de nous jouer un morceau avant qu'on ne procède au reste de la soirée. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Thank you. Donc nous introduisons Monsieur Abdul Wahab Aïdara, l'ambassadeur du Sénégal à Nairobi.
Good evening. Thank you, Kodu. Thank you, Babulai. The guest of honor, Ambassador Ben Henry Ogutu, Director General of the International Conferences and Events, Directorate of Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Kenya, the Dean of the African Diplomatic Corps, my brother Ambassador Ben Rosa from Eritrea, Excellencies, Ambassadors, High Commissioners, and your collaborators, the Union of Africa Regional Office Director, Madame Juliette Biero. I saw somewhere Chris Mensah, Madame Honorine Kiblaga, Chairperson of Star Girls Center, my fellow citizens, chers compatriotes en vos rangs et qualités, distinguished guests, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed. With honor and gratitude, I would like to welcome you all to this celebration. Since its independence in 1960, Senegal is known as a land of peace, tolerance, social cohesion, democracy, and teranga. Teranga is a Wolof term for hospitality, which is an integrated part of Senegalese culture. This is a fundamental heritage that have shared and preserved all successive presidents, Léopold Sédar Senghor, Abdou Diouf, Abdoulaye Wade, and Macky Sall, recently elected President of the Republic of Senegal for a second term. This new term will be very intense as Senegal is preparing to host the next China-Africa Summit to be held in 2021, and the year after, for the first time in Africa, the Olympic Youth Games. With Dakar Arena, the Black Civilization Museum, the historic Senegambian Bridge, modern highways, and a new world-class international airport, among other major initiatives within the framework of the Plan Sénégal Émergent. The least to say humbly, and I insist very humbly, is that Senegal is on the move. And I must add, without a doubt, that Africa is on the move, with new business opportunities in the context of the African Continental Free Trade Zone. Of course, we should not rest in our laurels. More work needs to be done in order to generate an impact in villages for the benefit of vulnerable populations, because they deserve an equal dignity and better quality of life. Ladies and gentlemen, excellencies, dear friends, Kenya and Senegal are enjoying excellent relations inspired by African Union's core values such as peace and security, Pan-Africanism, and integration. The Joint Commission of Cooperation, established in 2016, set the tone for the deepening of the bilateral cooperation in various domains of interest. The daily direct flight of Kenya Airways to Senegal have improved the connectivity between the two capitals and contributed, therefore, to the rapprochement of the people of the friendly nations. It is good to know that an average of 400 Kenyans are visiting Senegal each year with a gratis visa. We are committed to working towards enhancing and expanding areas of cooperation with Kenya in mutual benefit. Before concluding these remarks, kindly allow me to say a few words in French. M'adressant à vous, chers compatriotes, je voudrais vous remercier de votre présence remarquable et remarquée à cette cérémonie. Érigée en 15e région du Sénégal, notre diaspora est à la fois un levier de développement économique et social et un gisement de compétences qu'il me plaît de saluer. Je profite de cette heureuse occasion pour vous renouveler mes vœux de réussite dans vos fonctions respectives et souhaiter une bonne continuation aux compatriotes qui sont appelés à d'autres fonctions. Je tiens enfin à décerner une mention spéciale à l'ensemble des invités, mais aussi et surtout à mes collègues ambassadeurs, aux commissaires, représentants d'organisations internationales qui sont venus ce soir nous témoigner de leur amitié. On behalf of the Embassy of Senegal, once again, thank you all for taking out of your busy time to join us this evening. Thanks for the team of Kempinski. Merci beaucoup. Asante sana. Jërëjëf. Now, may I invite all to join me for a toast, please, my guest of honor, to the good health of His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta and His Excellency President Macky Sall, to the prosperity of the people of Kenya and Senegal, and to you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellencies. We would like to now introduce His Ambassador, His Excellency Ben Ogutu, who is the Director of International Conferences and Events at the Presidency of the Republic of Kenya, to make his remarks. Donc, voilà, nous invitons donc Monsieur Ben Ogutu à s'adresser à l'Assemblée. Monsieur Ben Ogutu est directeur général des conférences internationales et des événements au ministère des Affaires étrangères. Merci.
Thank you. Thank you, Master of Ceremonies. Your Excellency, Ambassador Haidara of the Republic of Senegal and Madame, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am honored to preside over this auspicious occasion to mark the 59th Independence Day celebrations of the Republic of Senegal. On behalf of the government and the people of Kenya, I wish to convey our warm greetings and heartfelt congratulations to the government and the people of Senegal on this memorable day of their country's history. Today, we take due cognizance of the huge strides taken by Senegal in nurturing peace, stability, and democratic ideals in the African continent. Indeed, this journey has undoubtedly taken sacrifice, political will, determination, and resilience of the Senegalese people. Senegal has also demonstrated steadfast commitment to good governance and economic recovery programs that have seen tremendous improvement in the overall economic and political landscape of the country. The ongoing construction of the mega metropolitan city of Diamniadio in the outskirts of Dakar bears testimony to this. In addition, the creation of special economic zones is paying huge dividends in attracting investment to the country. As a close friend, Kenya takes pride in these achievements. The sustained progress is a clear demonstration of our shared aspirations of enhancing economic development for our peoples while promoting peace and stability in our respective regions and the continent at large. And may I just further observe that both our two countries are troop contributing countries under the aegis of the UN and have taken part in various peacekeeping operations all over the world. It is upon these shared aspirations that our long historical ties and bonds of friendship have continued to grow. Our strategic partnerships are manifest in various areas of mutual interest, including inter alia, air transport, trade and investment, agriculture, immigration, security, to mention but a few. As His Excellency mentioned earlier in his speech, Kenya Airways flies the Nairobi-Dakar route on a daily basis. This has made Dakar our hub of operations in terms of air transport. But I think most importantly, it has led to the increase of personal and business engagements between Kenya and Senegal. Kenya is therefore desirous to strengthen this partnership even further. In line with this, as he mentioned, our two countries have signed a framework of agreement for our bilateral cooperation under the auspices of the Joint Commission for Cooperation, which was penned in 2015. Unfortunately, I'm told no session so far has been held. I think we are preparing so much, but we're taking too long to prepare. But this is really an indictment on our two government. The Joint Commission for Cooperation is really ideal. It gives you an opportunity to review the bilateral cooperation and other collaborative programs. It gives you an opportunity to look at the inherent challenges, but most importantly, to chart the way forward in terms of identifying future areas in which we can collaborate. As the African continent progresses with its noble cause on the implementation of Agenda 23, Kenya remains committed to continue working closely with Senegal and other countries on the continent to advance the realization of Africa's potential. Kenya notes the progress in the implementation of the flagship projects, including the ratification of the African Continental Free Trade Area by 22 countries, and therefore can now become operational. We as a country are confident that other African countries will follow suit and continue to ratify the treaty. But to actualize the African Free Trade Area, infrastructure and connectivity is of paramount importance. I think it is due to this recognition that the African Union chairperson appointed our former Prime Minister to be the high representative of infrastructure on the continent. And a lot has been achieved. Only 2 days ago, we had a very big meeting in Windsor, in which they tried to galvanize and mobilize resources and support from within Africa itself to try and come up with infrastructural programs in line with the Program for Infrastructure Development of the African Union. On the part of Senegal, the financing summit for Africa's infrastructure held in Dakar and hosted by Presidents Macky Sall in January 2019 has played a significant role in promoting and strengthening of the innovating synergies between the public and private sectors in order to mobilize financial investments for infrastructure development on the continent. At the wider global arena, Kenya and Senegal have been mutually supportive of each other. We have continued to cooperate, particularly in the areas and issues of concern to the African continent. This unwavering support for each other guarantees that the interests of both countries and those of the African countries and peoples are given due consideration at different fora. It also ensures that both countries play a key role towards the continent's development agenda as espoused in Agenda 2063. The foregoing is just a synopsis of our bilateral close ties and the upward trend that characterizes them. This will become more evident when Kenya's plans to establish a diplomatic footprint, a mission in Dakar, materializes not in the too distant future. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, may I now request you all to be upstanding and to toast to the long life and good health of His Excellency President Macky Sall and to the prosperity of the people of the Republic of Senegal. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellencies, Mr. Abdul Wahab Aidara of Senegal and Mr. Ben Ogotu of Kenya. We will now proceed to the cutting of the cake, and we would like to ask the ambassadors here present of our country friends to join the guest of honor and our ambassador to cut the cake in honor of the 59th National Day, Independence Day of the Republic of Senegal. Célébrant
Oh, my desire.